Hey everybody, Greek Geek here. Beautiful Saturday in Orlando. Gonna head into Ollie's, see if they got any new comic books or toys. Let's go see what I can find. Alright guys, in Ollie's in Orlando, Florida, they got some new stuff. They got this Bowser for $14.99. You got lots of Super Mario Brothers movie stuff. Looks like all Mario. I don't see Luigi. Got some Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Looks like they got just about all of them. Ecto 1 Ghostbusters, $14.99. We've got Mandalorian with Grogu. Look at that Hulk Avengers. That's pretty cool. $12.99. And from the movie that nobody cared about, although it's Michael Keaton, Flash, Ezra Miller, Michael Keaton, $5.99. I might actually grab that Michael Keaton. There's a decent amount of Hot Wheels if your kids are into Hot Wheels. Smash Race Challenge, $19.99. Monster Trucks, $24.99. And Stunt Packs, $19.99. Okay guys, this is a completely new end cap here. Check it out. They've got the new Marvel Legends Fist Ninja, old school Luke Cage Power Man, Daredevil. These are new. I have not seen these. And the Holocom collection, Star Wars Black Series. There's a ton of them. $9.99. You can see there's a good amount of these Daredevils. Luke Cage. I think these have pretty much been flooded at all the Ollies, but those are pretty cool. If you read that Daredevil series here, Chip Zdarsky, I think that was a good series. So pretty cool toy. Okay. Still have some of these Ghostbusters that I've shown in my other videos, $7.99. Some cool DC Batman Super Friends, Penguin, Mr. Freeze. But check this out. I am shocked that they have these, but look at that, $12.99. I really want Mr. Perfect, but they've got a couple dozen here. That's a great figure, but not for $12.99. Still loaded up with WWE Elites here. Seth freaking Rollins, Grayson Waller. These do not seem to be selling. Again, look at those, are all perfect. Great figure, but I will wait. Still have the rotting Dungeons and Dragons. Those are going to be here till probably 2030. It looks like they restocked these retro Star Wars figures. There's a ton of them. And now I'm seeing from the Book of Boba Fett, Tusken Warrior. Those are new here. Have not seen those. They've got a bunch of those. Looks like they got even more of these Helena Shaws that nobody wants. Of course, the Graveyard of Shang-Chi, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Still have some Eternals stuff rotting as usual. Look at this. Who's paying $7.99 for this? Do you think this little kid even knows what he's doing? Doesn't even know what the Eternals are. I've been finding more Turtle stuff here this time. If you like Turtles, there's a Mutation, Twist, and Mutate Leonardo. Looks like Leonardo is all they have, but $12.99. Lots of different Turtle stuff here. Oh wait, there's one more. Raphael and Metalhead. So come on down to Ollie's, get some Turtles. Oh, check this out. Never saw these before. Funko Indiana Jones lunchboxes. Interesting. $4.99. Heck of a deal. Got some Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man 2099. Spider-Punk masks. Still have a bunch of these X-Men Team, X-Jet, and Storm, $12.99. Those are cool. I made a review about that if you want to check out one of my old videos. And it's kind of funny, they got a Bop It Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, $4.99. All right, guys, back at the house. Just a quick run through Ollie's. Hadn't been there for a week or two. As you can see, there was some new stuff there for once. But before we go any further, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, hit that like button, maybe subscribe if this is your first time here. Help me reach 500 subscribers. So yeah, how about that? You saw the Marvel Legends, the end cap that they had there, the Daredevil, the Ninja, and the Luke Cage, the old school Power Man Luke Cage. Those have been popping up at all sorts of Ollies all over the country. I think those were $8.99, and that Daredevil's pattern after a recent Chip Zdarsky run. That was a year or two ago. Very good run. But yeah, nice to see some new Marvel Legends instead of the same old stock that's been there for like 5 years. You saw the Michael Keaton and Ezra Miller Flash. Kind of a bad movie, but I'm a sucker for anything Michael Keaton. I did not buy it, even though those were $5.99. They weren't the greatest action figures, so I passed on those. And they had a ton of those Star Wars retro carded figures. They look so great, like the original 80s. I bought a bunch of those, the Luke, Han, and Emperor, and they're still $3.99. And my store did not have any of the Lukes the last time I was there, and now there were like 30 Lukes. I have no idea where they're getting these from. But what I did get in the video, I said I wasn't going to do it. My lone purchase of the day, $12.99, but I had a 20% off one item that expires in 2 days, so it was now or never. I went with the Mr. Perfect WWE Superstars. Look at that figure. What a great likeness of Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. I am a sucker for these retro cards. I love that caricature look, but look at my all-time favorite WWF belt, that Intercontinental belt. Beautiful. And I mean, just the card is amazing. On the back, nobody beats Mr. Perfect. Nobody, the Perfect Plex. And that'll go along nicely with the Undertaker that I bought on my most recent video before this at Ross. Love these. I've got the Flair and the Hogan. Can't beat that. So please tell me, what are you finding at your Ollies? Drop me a comment. What have you been buying? It's amazing how all of these Ollies probably have like 70 or 80% of the same stock, but every once in a while, you'll get some new stuff popping up. So let me know, where are you? Which state? What are you finding? And like I said, please comment, like, and subscribe as I push to 500, and I will see you next time.